The novel tells the history of Bruno, an innocent boy who lives in Berlin during the Second World War period. He discovered that his family is moving because of his father's work, who is promoted by Hitler to commandant of the concentration camp at Auschwitz. In his new home, Bruno finds nothing interesting to do. Although his attention is attracted when he sees from his new room an area surrounded by wires where there are many men dressed in prison uniforms, which the boys think are stripped pajamas. While exploring the place near the fence, Brun encounters Ishmael and Jewish boy who is inside the fence. The two become great friends and meet every day in the same place, but even so, Brun does not realize that the fence depends are in fact a death camp. One day, Samuel tells Brun that his father has disappeared, and before he moves back to Berlin, Brun decides to help his friend look for his father.
So, disguised in striped pajamas so as not to be recognized, Bruno sleeps inside the fence. During the search for Shemuel's fathers, the boys are led, along with a crowd of Jews, to a gas chamber, which Bruno thinks is a room to protect them from the rain. From Bruno's point of view, the story ends when he holds Shemuel's hands tight so they don't get lost in the crowd. He has no fear and no intention of letting go of his best friend's hands. It is only a year after his son's disappearance that Bruno's father finds out what happened to him.
When starting to read the book, one does not understand the historical context in which it is inserted. The film bangs with the boy Bruno and his friends running through a square in Berlin, where there are huge red flags with the symbol of German Nazism, the black swastika. In the film, Bruno learns that his family is going to move house for his mother. However, in the literary work, Bruno learns of the change through Maria, the maid who is packing the boy in his home.
One of the most notable changes in the plot refers to Bruno's use of his speech. On the one hand, in the book, he knows how to discuss on share his point of views. Justifying it, shows when to tries to advise his mother to return to Berlin. On the other hand, in the movie, two boys doesn't talk as much. Although he was kept with almost of his quality. This was on that was omitted. Another point to comment is the fact that in the movie, Bruno's father, Ralph, wasn't portrayed as angry person as he is in the novel. In this, he was almost always referred to as father, and his name doesn't appear. While the novel is narrated largely through Bruno's point of view, he likes the narrator. Aris calls her father a detail that disappeared in the adaptation.
In the book, we will see the death of Bruno's grandmother through a disease, but is the film she becomes the victim of a bomb attack. Due to change, the director gave more emphasis to the horrors of World War II. Since in the book, this aspect is not so focused. In the literary, Hitler appears to dine at Bruno's house with his wife Eva before the boy moves in his family. Bruno refers to the rules the Fury, a reference to Führer, a German term meaning leader or guide. In the adaptation, Hitler does not appear often. He is always present due to his orders to Bruno's father, who works for Hitler. The adaptation of the book to the film is a arduous translation work that tends to leave or remove traces of the book, according to the intention of the director. Decides the layout of the elements on the screen because there will always be some elements in the book that are not included in the film, as well as the reserve.